Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Zenless Zone Zero video, and today we are going to do a skill leveling guide for ZZZ. Which skills should you level? Which skills should you not level? What characters should you focus on? How to even go about leveling up all of these skills? We're going to touch it all. This comes in response to a lot of YouTube comments I've been receiving asking for this sort of thing, and before I get in, we are at 811 subscribers on the new YouTube channel, making that first push towards 1,000, which is a big milestone for content creators, because once you hit 1,000, that's when those ads that you guys are watching stop just making Google all of the money, and at least they have to split half of it with me, which is nice for me. Thank you all for subscribing. Please do so if you haven't already. Let's jump in game. Now, before we do anything, look at this. You want to see a visual bug? Unplayable. Makes the game completely unplayable. You see where it says, I pointed at my screen, like y'all can see what I'm pointing. Anyway, you see where it says champion right there? Watch this. See that window? It goes behind those glow. What is happening to that? Like, do you guys see what I mean? Like, the layering of this, unplayable. Uninstall the game. It's not playable anymore. Anyway, let's look at the characters. Okay, first question. What do I mean when I talk about leveling skills? Well, when you go to a character, there's this skills page right here where you have all of these different things you can level up. You can level up their basic attack, their dodge, their assist in and out of a fight when they switch in and out, their special attack, and their ultimate. You can level up all of these things. All of them take resources that you have to go farm to get to level them. Also, there is this A, B, C, D, E, and F that you can level up. These are very, very important things, and we're gonna talk more about those here in a second. But I want to start with which character you should invest into the most, and that is the easiest question in my opinion. Soldier 11 on my account is my main team's main DPS. Now, eventually, whether just because you want to play more than one element or more than one faction, you're going to have multiple main DPSs, at least two, maybe more. At that point, everything I'm saying about Soldier 11 here will apply to all of your main DPSs. They are your priority. Now, I have taken all of Soldier 11's skills down here, her basic attack, her dodge, all of that, up to level 5, as you see on the screen. I'm not going to take all of them beyond level 5. It was relatively cheap to get there, but the deeper you get into the game, the more energy and resource intensive it is to level these things up. So now what I'm going to do with my main DPS character, and in this case, it's Soldier 11. Here, let me actually take myself off of the screen so you can actually read this stuff. What I'm going to be doing with Soldier 11 is she's mainly does most of her damage through her basic attacks. So I'm going to be investing a lot of my resources and energy into leveling her basic attack. You can see right here when I level it, the one hit damage multiplier goes up by 3%. The second multiplier goes up. You get a big boost from leveling these skills. So I'll be throwing resources into her attack. You can see I've gotten to the point now where she'll have to hit agent level 45 before I can do that anymore. The other things I have Soldier 11 do, she does swap in and out a lot, but this isn't where a ton of her damage comes from. If I level this, you'll see she does get a damage in days multiplier. There's a lot there, but she gets some damage from her skill, but is it enough to be worth leveling? I don't know. I do use her ult a lot, so I'll be leveling her ult. And you kind of just have to go character by character and think, what skills, what abilities do I use on this character that I want to start investing into? Because now I am out of resources here. I would have to spend my daily energy farming more of those. Now, you can enhance that by using the coffee shop to buy the coffee buffs that'll give you more drops. Also, and I'm going to put myself back on the screen for a second here. I want to emphasize this next point. All that stuff you just saw me leveling, in my opinion, is secondary, or at least, yeah, I think it's secondary to the A, B, C's, D's, E's, and F's. What I mean are these things up here. These give you massive buffs, and you should absolutely be focusing on these. For Soldier 11, I have her A, which you can see gives her crit rate plus almost 5%, and her Heat Wave skill core passive gets a level +1. Her B gives her 25 attack, and again, Heat Wave skill level +1. C, we're getting more crit rate, and then D, which again, she'll have to be agent level 45 that you see at the bottom. This will be the first thing I level on her once she hits agent level 45. These are very costly to farm. I'm going to use a different character to highlight that here in just a moment. Now, let's talk about your core team for a second. I want to talk about your core team. My current core team is Soldier 11, Colita, and Lucy or Ben. I've been experimenting between the two, but I'm leaning more into Lucy right now for my team. I like her pets being on the field. I feel like she amplifies my Soldier 11's damage a little more than the Colita Ben synergy does, but a lot more experimenting to do there. For the sake of this video, let's say my core team is Soldier 11, Colita, and Lucy. Now, Lucy, I've gotten her A and her B, right? And now I'm going to be working on getting her C. Her energy regeneration rate up is really nice, and Crimson Main Guard level +1 is great. I took a lot of her skills to level 3, as you can see, but then mostly with her, what I'm doing is swapping her in and out and having her use her special attack. So I'll be leveling up her special attack, and I'll be leveling up her swap in and out, as those are the only things that those are the only real buttons I'm ever pushing on her. And I want to make sure to keep her A, B, and C up because she's a part of my core team. And I think you should keep all of these up on your core team. Colita, whom I just pulled, if you watched me lose a 50-50 the other day, I've yet to start investing into her, except to take all of her skills to level 3. That's cheap. You can farm a lot of this material. To get to level 3, it doesn't take much. So I just had that, honestly. Now what I need to do is get her A, which I already did, and I'll show you the A. Never worry about getting somebody's A. Say I just pulled Piper and I wanted to level her A. It literally only cost Denny. And let me put myself off the screen right here. The A cost Denny, and it only cost what, 5,000. Like, spam that A. Go get that A lit up. But once you get to the B, now you're talking about some Denny and these materials, the higher dimensional data still malice. Those you have to do in the expert challenge, which is in the HIAA room. I don't know why I hit that button. I'll show you. It's this chick right here, Lila. So again, good looking NPCs. You want to talk about good looking NPCs? We get some good looking NPCs right here. Anyway, Lila. So you come in here to Lila, you have to fight these things. This again, guess what? Guess what? Guess what these cost? Hold on, I'll let you guess. Yeah, that's right, they also cost energy. So I would prioritize my energy expenditure here, make sure my entire main team has as many of the A, B, C's, and D's as you can afford. Then go to my main character, get all the skills I'm using on them leveled up, go to my sub characters and get all the skills I'm using on them leveled up. For the characters, it'll just depend on what they do, right? If you have somebody swap in an ult, I'd make sure and level their ult. If you have somebody swap in and use their EX special attack, I'd keep that EX special attack level. These are only 40 energy a run, so they're not bad. And they do give you these audio booster masters, which are very useful things to have. And you do get, you know, the 400 Internaut credits for it. So it's by far not a waste of energy. It's definitely something you want to do. So that's my big, I guess that's my big takeaway. Like if I was going to do a TLDR real quick, focus mostly on your main DPS. Take their skills up maybe to like 3 or 5, then start focusing on the ones that you use the most. For me, for Soldier 11, it's auto attack and her ultimate, and then I'll probably come back later and catch up the rest. Make sure you get your A, B, C's, and D's leveled up for all of your core group. Once you start building your second team, start that kind of process over again, first focusing on your main DPS for your second team. And yeah, there it is. That's the video. Not too bad, not too long of a video here. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Where'd my face go? There it is. Man. All right. Anyway, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.